welcome back again. This next set of videos here on the four-door is going to be where we work on the motor. First clip you're going to see is me commenting to a friend about how loose the timing chain was and that it was a good call that, you know, we should change it. And then we'll go through, we basically do a spray bomb rebuild and change timing chain, change a few other parts, get the motor ready to go into the car, get it in the car, get it started. So we'll get all that done in this set of videos, and I hope you enjoy. Good call, Mr. Worthington. I don't think it's that loose. Maybe, maybe not. But it's definitely a nylon gear. My wife pressure washed the bejesus out of this thing and took all the grease and grime off of it. And got it cleaned up. We're going to paint it here in a little bit. We took the oil pan off after a good suggestion of a friend of ours to check the timing chain, which, as you can see there, is a new timing chain. I'm waiting on a cam button and a few things because this is a roller motor. Can't show you that right now because the motor's upside down, but we pulled the pan off, clean it all up so that way everything gets good and sealed, and you can check the oil pump pickup's clear. You know, it's just really been cleaned really good. We're going to paint this thing gold like Oldsmobiles in the small block world should be, but just kind of hard to believe that this is the same motor after being cleaned. And I got the intake off of it. I'll have the valve covers off of it here after a little while. We're going to clean them up real good and paint them and just go through, and like I said in another video, we're going to do a spray bomb rebuild with a few new parts. And all right, we're out here today working on this wonderful 307. Started getting a little bit of paint on it while it's upside down. And here we go. My cam button came in, or cam thrust button, or whatever they call it. But it's real easy. I've already tightened that cam bolt down. You just put this little puppy right there, and there you go. And then this rides against the front timing cover. You can see the mark. I got clean timing cover and painted and all that, but that's where it rides against, right against the back of the timing cover. That keeps the cam from moving. So, all right, everyone. I'm not sure where we left off last, but the motor is finally completely painted and pretty much ready to go in. We got to get it off the stand, put the flex plate back on it, and once it's in, I will change the distributor. My wife's going to bead blast the intake, so I'm waiting for that to get done. That one's just on there to keep stuff from falling in the motor. New motor mounts. We did a new timing chain and cam button. We're going to check out, hope the fuel pump still works, because I think the line was rotted. It seems like it works. It had gas in it. We'll find out. But we're getting close. And we got the motor mounts, or motor towers, in. Yeah, quote behind you like you guys can see it. But motor towers are in. Headers are laid in there. That's how I prefer to do it. Have the headers laid in there. That way it's one less thing to fight with later. You got to fight with them when they go in, but it's done. We got the Turbo 350 sitting over there. That beast will be put on the back of this, and it'll all go in as one. I know Copper's personal opinion is motor than trans, but I'm lazy. I like to do it as one. Tomato, tomato. Everybody's allowed to have their own personal opinion, you know, even if they are wrong, but it is what it is. So hopefully we'll have this motor in here sometime today. Not today, tomorrow. There's the G-Force cross member that's got to go under here and get everything bolted up, and we'll just keep working from there. But anyways, a quick kind of update on what's going on with this beast. You know, get it together, get it running, and go from there. All right, everyone. Here we look at this wonderful 307. Finally in L-Taxi, or the four-door as it's more commonly referred to as by me and some other people. Got this puppy dropped in last night. Didn't take any video, which is my fault because I was busy helping what little I could, being in the GIMP world, but doing what I can. explaining how to actually put this motor in. I cheated. That header is in, so I don't have to pull the damn oil filter adapter off, even though I do have a gasket, but still don't like doing that. Hopefully I can get that unhooked, but use the bungee cord to hold that one in. The other one should slide right in without having to pull the motor mount, but we'll see. I've never done G-body headers. Scratch that. I tried to fit G-body headers on my 71 years ago when I first had it because somebody gave me a set. A-body, G-body, yeah, they all should fit. They do not. Just future reference. And Lord knows whatever happened to them freaking headers. Anyways, that's besides the point on this, but we're plugging away. Going to get this car racked and put up so I can get transmission cross member in, which is sitting back here in this wonderful pile of stuff, because when we pulled the transmission out, we got a little bit of transmission fluid on it. Stuff happens. Nice G-force cross member. Great for dual exhaust and room for activities like that. Then we're going to get radiator and all kinds of other fun stuff. Oh yeah, I'll grab this box of bolts. See? I always think about stuff when I'm standing back here talking to you guys. Alright, I see the converter bolts. That makes me happy. Not just thinking out loud of stuff I have to have. Those were the motor mounts he had. I used the ones I pulled from the wagon the motor came out of. Must be the... okay. Like, as you can tell, I haven't honestly looked at most of this. So, alright. It was very cool to get all these parts with this car, so we can put it back together. So, anyways, just over here thinking about stuff in the back of my mind, trying to get stuff done with it so we can get it put together. But like I said, gotta get it up on the lift and work on getting all that stuff finished, because sure as heck ain't laying underneath of it trying to work on it. Now when I got the lift here. So alright, I guess I will let you guys go for now. Like I said, motor mount bolts are in. The one header is at least present. The other one's laying on the floor, but I tried to do them both, but that never works out well. Let the starters off that side. That one should slide in real easy. Starter and the starter shield and miscellaneous other crap is all in there. So we're going to work on it. That's the old distributor, different intake. We just going to plug away. Anyway. Alright, we got the car up on the lift so you can see underneath of it. I guess I should actually look at my phone. Motor mounts in, you can't really see. I already put the other header up and in. That header's in. Got the bolts started on both sides, so that's done. Use one of my lift jacks here. Can't really see it, but one of my lift jacks. Pull the transmission up, got dumped the cross member in real quick. But just kind of go over it. It's looking real good underneath here to get stuff done. So, but like I said, got that header in. Just gonna plug away a little bit at a time. Excuse me. All morning working on the 4-door. Got the starter put in. Ran the wires down and around. Got to do a little zippy tie, as Turbo John would say. Got the starter in, which don't even want to talk about that. But I did put the factory heat shield. Can barely see it hiding back there, but that's because I don't want to change it. Got to tighten the header yet, but got to do that from the top. Got the transmission lines put in today. Even put them back in the factory clip that was left on the motor, and then we'll finish them up when we get that far. But been out here plugging away, and nothing's easy. Gotta go put the battery cable on because this is a 307, which is the metric stud. Yeah, you can't see anything because it's all tucked up in there, but it wouldn't slide on the stud, so I actually literally had to enlarge that. It's just been, you know, like building a hot rod, one thing after another. You can see the back corner of the heat shield right there. I wanted that in there because I don't want to change that starter. Anyways, we're plugging away. Dry shaft is in. Don't know if I talked about that or not. Got that in. We got a lot of little things to do. I didn't even know they had plated those. Nice. Plated the lowers. We got to do brakes on it because there is nothing in there. We got parts though. A lot of little things to do. Just kind of a quick update what we got going on. I don't know if I showed the cross member all the way installed. That's in, transmission is mounted. This is hooked up, just a little at a time. All right, everyone. We're plugging away on this. Got the intake. My wife bee blasted it, and then I cleared it last night and got it put on. Header gaskets, put some orange RTV on those, make sure they seal up good, hopefully. Got the radiator in, the top plate. Didn't get the electric fan in yet, haven't made it that far because I want to do the pulleys. Haven't made it that far yet because I'm trying to decide what I want to do. If I want to use the stock ones or if I want to use some other ones that I have. Still got to hook up trans lines. Just a lot of little things that have to be done yet. But we're working on getting stuff hooked up a little at a time here. Anyways, just looking at stuff. Got a new distributor. Doesn't have all the computer control BS on it. That has just regular mechanical advance. I got the 600 carburetor Holley to put on here that may or may not go. I'd like to find an Edelbrock. I'd like to find an Edelbrock 600, but we'll see what happens, or a good Quadrajet. So, but things are happening on the top side here, getting stuff done since the last update, and then once I raise the car up, I'll show you the underneath, what I got done. Wow, look, car disappeared. No, we just lifted it up. Got the exhaust put on it last night, since I got the headers all done and tied up, which we saw. Got the exhaust put on it. I think that's about all I accomplished under here. I mean, torque converter bolts are in. I think I showed the starter in. I think that's it for under here. Trans lines were on, I think, last time. So 2 chamber Flowmasters. I think it's like 2 1/4 exhaust, something like that. Dumps in front of the axle, pretty typical. So, but you know, got the hangers all tightened up, all that fun stuff. Dry shaft was in. We still got to get gear lube, since my search for a cheap posi unit for this thing is not going very well. So we'll do that. Got to check all the bolts for the rear end, because this was just slammed in here. There was a different rear end in it before I got it. All right, when all your hard work pays off, or at least tries to, still got to set the timing. I think that's a lean issue. But anyways, she's a runner. Got to put antifreeze in her and quite a bit of other stuff, but she's a runner. Alright everyone, as you can tell, you saw the car start and run. We got a few things to tie up. Got to get the brakes done on it, which will be the next video on this. Getting the brakes done and then the final drive of it, because, well, I'll explain in the next video what happened. So anyways, thank you everybody for watching, and I know it's cliche, but share, like, and subscribe. I appreciate it.